Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's tutorial is on this look right here, and this is not just a typical tutorial where I'm doing lots of color on the eye. This is kind of what I want to call, and I refer to in a lot of this video, is a winter pick-me-up. It's very much a one-tone kind of look, very bronzy and super glowy on the skin, and it just makes me feel like summer. It makes me feel like I'm on vacation somewhere, and I feel like I'm wearing very minimal makeup, but we did put a lot on the face to achieve this look. So if you want to see how I did it, then keep watching. So I have already gone ahead and used my Too Faced Hangover primer. I opened up a brand new one, and nothing's more satisfactory than opening up something brand new for makeup. For foundation, we're using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. This is the Hydrating Tint, and yeah, we're just gonna go in all over the face with this. If you need a shade reference, I'm in Nude. This is a lighter coverage foundation, so just use whichever foundation you enjoy. I just feel like changing it up today, but I am going to build it up in some areas here. We have a nice light coverage. I just wanted to even out the skin tone. I don't want to have a mask on today, but I am going to use two different kinds of concealers to kind of then perfect the rest of my face. One is Maybelline Age Rewind, and I'm going to use the light pale shade. Now this is the eraser for dark circles. It's not the brightener, so it's going to be more yellow tone. So I'm just kind of going to take this in areas that I want more coverage. Taking a larger area here under my eyes, and I'm going to even take this on the lids as well. Seems like a lot, but we are blending it out with a sponge that's dampened, so trust me when I say it won't be cakey. Sometimes I'd rather do this than just wear a super heavy foundation. This way you can control where you want more coverage. And the Age Rewind is perfect for all over the face and areas like that. Next, I do want to brighten and just correct a little bit more of the dark circles in that indentation area. So I'm grabbing Tarte's Shape Tape, and I'm just going to take that right here, a touch here, down the nose. This is just a lot lighter, and this is going to be almost like my brightener. Awesome. Love the base. That's all done. Before we do any powder, I do want to use some cream products, highlighters, bronzers, that kind of thing, because this is going to be a flawless but very glowy, neutral, bronzy look. I do want to layer the type of products I'm using. So let's start off with a liquid bronzer. This is from the brand Temptu, and it's their Shimmer bronzer. I'm going to just give this a good little shake and squeeze it out on my palette here I have in front of me. I'm going to use a stipple brush, kind of like a flat stipple brush, to kind of just put this on and really blend it and work it into the skin. This is obviously an amazing summer look, but sometimes when it's winter, you need a pick-me-up, and I feel like that's what this look does. Okay, so now for a cream highlighter, going with my favorite, it's MAC Shell. This is the cream color base, and I'm just gonna get a stipple brush and just put this on the high points. Take a little bit on the brow bone here. I use my finger and pat that down the bridge of the nose. Just a little bit on the tip. And then for areas maybe you want a little bit more highlighter. I mean, obviously things are looking very dewy right now. We haven't set with powder, but I am going to go in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in Pearl. And I'm just going to put that right there in my Cupid's bow. just where I want to be a little bit more highlighted. Okay, now you can go in with powder, and I just put a little bit my RCMA No Color powder in the cap. I'm going to use the sponge. I'm going to pinch it because we're going under the eyes, and we're just going to pat the under eye, take it down here, side of the nose. I'm using a sponge because I want it to really melt into the skin. I don't want the powder just sitting on top of the skin. Taking a little bit of powder right here between the eyebrows where you don't really want to be shiny. Things kind of look more greasy there. So I'm just going to take that shine down. For me, just because I know I get a lot more oily around the nose, so I'm going to take a little bit extra there. I'm going to do my brows off camera here just because you can do the brows any way you want to, and that's not the focus of this video, but I am going to use my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde and the Ulta Beauty Brow Tint in Medium. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing is to work on the eyes, and we want to keep everything the same. Whatever we're using on the face, we're using on the eyes as well. So I'm going to start off by going in with my L'Oreal Glam bronzer. We will be using this on the face as well, and I'm just going to get a very fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put this all over the lid, kind of even just flick it out a little bit towards the tails. With a smaller brush, I'm going to take this underneath and then just going in with MAC Shell, what we used on the face. I'm just going to tap a little bit on my finger and just kind of hit the middle part of the eye. See, now everything is starting to look more uniform. Everything's the same tone, very natural, kind of like Becca Cosmetics. Their ads for their skincare products are very much this kind of tone where there's not a whole lot of makeup, everything's neutral and glowy, and I love that look. I think it's gorgeous. Let's grab the Glam bronzer again, and this is the powder product that we do want to set where we put our cream bronzer, and I'm just gonna lightly tap first and then just kind of blend over the skin. I'm barely touching the skin. I'm using a very fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E4, and I'm just kind of taking that on the jaw. I'm going to go back on this side, tap, tap, tap. If you go right in and start swirling around, you usually skip product right over cream. So if you kind of tap it and then start to swirl, you won't have that issue with most products. On the forehead, I'm gonna get my big powder brush and just kind of blend that a little bit just so it kind of melts into the skin. I don't want a harsh line. I didn't even put any product on this brush. There. Let's go ahead, curl the lashes and then put on a bunch of mascara. I'm not gonna do falsies or anything like that. I am using the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. This is gonna be very voluminous and lengthening. Just gonna go ahead and put some generous coats of this mascara on. Okay, so we put our mascara on, and I tell you, Maybelline, ooh, this is a good mascara. Okay, so right now you can basically leave it like this. For me, I find that I'm just a little too, I don't know, the structure of my face needs a little bit of blush. So what I'm gonna do is actually use a baked blush that is more bronzy rose, and this is the Berry Amore baked blush from Milani. This is just more of a pinky blush tone bronzer, and I'm gonna get a stipple brush and kind of just lightly get into that. It just gives me a little bit more life and color to my cheeks. Now again, for the lips, we want to keep things again nude. So you can just go in with your favorite nude lipstick. I'm going to use a combination of two and see if I like it. This is the ColourPop Lippie Stick in Cookie. It's a matte finish, and then I'm going to top it off, I think, with the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Fairy Gloss. So let's see if I like this. I'm going to work it into the lip so it's more of just a stain than if I put a full-on lipstick. And then because I want to keep with the glowiness, I think I'm going to go in with that lip gloss in Fairy Gloss and see if I like this. Then of course we do want to set the face, and I'm going to use Milani's Make It Last Setting Spray. Just going to douse myself in this. And another trick too, if you want the center of your lips to be more glowy, you can just go in with a cream or liquid highlighter. So I'm going to go in with Becca Pearl, put just a little bit on the back of my hand, and then just dab it in the center of my lip. To kind of mimic that glow that we're doing on the face. I love this look. It doesn't even seem like I'm wearing a lot of makeup because we're using a lot of neutral tones. We're using cream and powder and just not putting a heavy load of makeup on the face and keeping things very soft and glowy. I mean, I love looks like this. I think they complement every single skin tone. Change up the tones for your skin type. So if you're very deep in tone, use a lot of golden highlights and deeper, richer bronzers. Kind of make it your own. I think this is a perfect winter pick-me-up and I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm already warmed up from this look. I love it so much. I hope you do as well. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you do. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, you know where that button lives. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.